Dear student, we learned arithmetic progression full chapter. In that, I think no doubts at all. But I'll send extra questions of the arithmetic progression. In the notes, leave it 110 pages. In that, you can write the extra questions solution. Now, today I'll move on to next chapter, that is triangle. Triangle, you know the meaning of triangle, but we are not consider triangle, what is triangle and types of the triangles and everything. Now, we'll teach the lesson triangle, second chapter triangle. See here, you know the meaning of congruent triangles in 8th standard. In that, you know the meaning congruency. The symbol of the congruency is this one. And you know the meaning of congruent triangles. In two triangles, three sides and three angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding three sides and three angles of the another triangle, then they are said to be congruent triangles. Now, in this year, in 10th standard, we are not taking congruent triangles, but instead of that, we are taking, next one, that is similar figures or similar triangles. Difference is there between congruent and similar. I'll show what is the difference between congruent and similar. Understood? Congruent triangles nothing but three sides and three angles of one triangle are equal to the three sides, corresponding three sides and angles of another triangle. They are said to be congruent triangles. Now come here. Now see the similar figures I am taking. You can see here, it is a square and this is also square. See here, this is a big square and this is a small square. If we keep small square on this, we'll get it inside only. But we know that in square, all angles are equal. Here, in this, all angles are equal. In this big square, all angles are equal to 90 degree. In the small figure also, all angles are 90 degree. See here, I'm taking that only here about the angles. Angles of the squares are 90 degree. Angles of this also 90 degree. Now see here, it's a big square. All the sides are 3 centimeter. In the small square, the sides are 1.5 centimeter. I am taken. Now listen here. See, these two figures are there now. These two squares, they are similar squares. Similar squares. Not congruent squares. Because similar, here congruent, we are saying three sides and three angles of one triangle are equal to the next one. Here, different squares, their sides are not equal, but angles are equal. These two squares are called similar squares. I am taken similar figures, but we know the meaning of this. Therefore, these two are called similar figures. Okay, similar square. Now, come to here. Now, before that, I am taking ratio. Here, ratio, you know the meaning of ratio. That is, comparison of same two quantities is called as ratio. Here, A is a one quantity, B is another quantity. We are comparing A and B. They are called as ratio, and it is denoted by A is to B. This is one ratio. Fraction form of this ratio is A by B. A is antecedent and B is consequent. Therefore, A is always writing in the numerator and B is writing in the denominator. A is to B is equal to, fraction form of this A by B. Now, you know the meaning of proportion also in 7th standard. A is to B is one ratio, C is to D is another ratio. If these two ratios are equal, then they are said to be proportion. Okay. A is to B one ratio, C is to D is another ratio. These two are equal, therefore they are called as proportion. Now, I am written the fraction form of first ratio A by B is equal to C by D. We need this concept to say similar triangles. That's why I am saying A is to B is one ratio. Therefore, fraction form of that is A by B. C is to D is another ratio, C by D. These two are called proportion. One ratio is equal to another ratio. Now come to similar triangles. Now similar square, these two are called as similar square. Now I'll say the meaning of similar and similar triangles. See, this is one triangle, this is another triangle. We will give the name ABC is one triangle, DEF is another triangle. See here, in the size there is difference is there. Now, here these two are there. Now, this is this is, okay. Here three angles are there. This is one angle, this is another angle. Here this is one more. Now, we know that sum of three angles is equal to 180 degree. I'll take this is 50, 60, 110, then this is equal to 70. I'm taking this also here 50 and this is 60 and this is 70. See here, in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, these two here angles of triangle ABC are equal to angles of triangle DEF. Listen, angles of triangle ABC are equal to angles of triangle DEF. Therefore, see here, angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, angle C is equal to angle F. Here the first concept is angle of one triangle is equal to angle of another triangle. Not they are same. Angle of one triangles are equal to the corresponding angles of another triangle. Here, angles of triangle ABC are equal to the corresponding angles of triangle DEF. They are not congruent triangles. You can get the idea. Now here, see here, three angles of they are different but corresponding angles are equal. Now come to here, that is, see here, sides are different. They are not equal. Okay. But see here, 50-50. Here AB is there now. Now, if we keep DEF on ABC, A corresponds to D, B corresponds to E, C corresponds to F. Therefore, AB and DE are corresponding sides, not equal sides, they are corresponding sides. AB corresponds to DF, you know the meaning of corresponding. If we keep one figure or another, then they are coincide, they are called as corresponding sides. Now, see here, AB corresponds to DE, AC corresponds to DF, BC corresponds to EF. Okay. Now, see here, AB and DE are corresponding sides, but they are not equal sides. They are corresponding sides. Now, look here, they are not equal because AB is equal to 5 centimeter I taken, D is equal to 2.5. Therefore, I am writing in the form of ratio, that is AB is to, this is correct, that is D, that is equal to, see here, 5 is to 2.5. Then we can write into fraction form, 5 by 2.5, that is 2.5 ones are 2.5 twos are, therefore 2 by 1. Did you get idea? Next, similarly, I am taking second part, this one, AC and DF, I am writing here, AC is to DF, that is equal to 3 is to 1.5, that is 3 by 1.5, 1.5 divides, that is 2 by 1. Okay. Next we will take third side, that is BC is to EF, that is equal to 4 is to 2, then that is equal to 4 by 2, that is 2 ones are 2, 2 by 1. See, 2 by 1, 2 by 1, then here 2 by 1. See here, I am telling about the ratios now. I already explained that one. See here, in these two triangles, angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding angles of the another triangle. This is first point. Second point is, sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of another, corresponding sides of another triangle. See, AB is to DE is equal to AC is to DF is equal to BC is to EF. See, because 2 by 1, 2 by 1, 2 by 1. Therefore, meaning of similar triangle is meaning. Now listen properly. In two triangles, first condition is angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding of another triangle. In two triangles, we are taking two figures only like congruent triangles. In two triangles, angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding angles of another triangle. Second condition is sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of corresponding triangle. Understood? Okay. Now listen. Once again I am saying, if two triangles are similar, angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding angles of another triangle. Second condition, sides of one triangle are proportional to the corresponding sides of another triangle. Then we say that those two triangles are similar. Did you get idea? Now, the symbol of the similar is this one, yes. Okay? I mean inverted yes. We are writing triangle ABC is similar to triangle DF. Okay? They are not congruent. Congruent is different from similar. Congruency, in that we are taking equal sides and equal angles. But in similar triangles we are taking, that is, in two triangles, angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding angles of another triangle. Second condition is sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of another triangle. Then we say that those two triangles are similar. This is symbol of the similar. Based on this similarity, based on this ratio, we are explaining first theorem, that is Thales theorem, as well as it is called as basic proportionality theorem, that is BPT. First I will give the statement of the basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem, as well as converse of that, corollary of that. First I will explain all these three, then we will prove that Thales theorem. Proving of the Thales theorem is there, that is 3 marks or 4 marks question. It is very important. Naming is there, for that it is called as basic proportionality theorem or BPT theorem or Thales theorem. In the examination also they can ask for the 1 mark, state BPT theorem or state basic proportionality theorem or state Thales theorem, because name is there. It is given by the mathematician Thales, therefore it is called as Thales theorem. I think you understood what is the difference between congruent and similar, and what is the meaning of similar triangles. Here in this year we are taking only ratios, not equal. Ratio, with the help of ratio we are solving the problems as well as we are proving the theorem. In this chapter we have 3 theorems. One is Thales theorem, one more is AA criteria theorem, one more is areas of similar triangles. These 3 theorems are very important for the examination. Next, Pythagoras theorem is there. That is totally 4 theorems on triangles. Among these 4, you will get it 1 theorem for the examination for 4 marks. It is compulsory question in your question paper. Therefore, from now itself, what I am doing, theorems you learn and write until exam is completed. Understood? Over. Okay. Therefore, now I will explain next I will explain the statement of the Thales theorem, corollary of the Thales theorem and converse of the Thales theorem. Understood? Now, Thales theorem or basic proportionality theorem or BPT theorem, short form of that. Listen. A line parallel to any one side of a triangle, it divides other two sides in same proportion. See here, for Thales theorem, parallel lines are there, no? They are very important. Without parallel, we cannot say the basic proportionality theorem. See here, in triangle ABC, it's a one triangle. XY line is parallel to BC. And one more thing, ABC is not an equilateral triangle. It is any one triangle, either isosceles or equilateral triangle, or different triangles are there, no? Acute triangles, like that. Now, ABC is one triangle. Here XY is a line. it is parallel to BC. XY is a straight line. It is parallel to BC. See this one. A line. A line. A line parallel to any one side of a triangle. A line, maybe, straight line. A line parallel to any one side of a triangle. Maybe it parallel to AC or it may be parallel to AB. I taken for my teaching XY is parallel to BC. A line parallel to any one side of a triangle. Here XY is parallel to one side of a triangle BC. This line is there now. It divides other two sides. Which are other two? AB and AC. This line divides other two sides in same proportion. XY is a straight line. It parallel to any one side of a triangle. It divides other two sides in same proportion. I written here. In triangle ABC, DE parallel to BC. No, it's not DE. I taken first it is DE. Now it is XY. XY parallel to BC. Then AX is to BX. AY by is to YC, or AX by BX is equal to AY by YC. I written in the form of ratio. No need of writing. You can write it directly like this only. But I told no. Divides other two sides in the same proportion. Therefore, I written like this. Okay. Now, listen here once again. In triangle ABC, XY parallel to BC. This XY divides AB and AC in the same proportion. That is, I told the meaning of proportion. This ratio is equal to this ratio. Therefore, it is called as proportion. That is AX by BX, AY by YC. You can write, instead of AX, you can write BX also. That is BX by AX, YC by AY. No problem. But we are writing in order. That is Thales theorem. A line parallel to any one side of a triangle, it divides other two sides in the same proportion. That is in triangle ABC. It is in verbal form. I written it. This is in geometrical form. XY parallel to BC. Therefore, then AX by BX is equal to AY by YC. This is very important in solving the problems. In the problems, you can see the problem. If triangle is there and parallel line is there, then you can use the Thales theorem. We'll prove this one afterwards. Okay. Now, first understand what is basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem, and it is like a formula also. That is, a line parallel to any one side of a triangle, then it divides other two sides in same proportion. You have to take AX by XB, AY by YC, not AX by AY. That is, I told, it divides AB in two ratio. In same proportion ratio. That is AX by BX, AY by YC, not AX by AY. Did you get idea? This is Thales theorem. Next, I will continue. That is converse of Thales theorem. That is, you know the meaning of converse of Thales theorem. Converse. Now, in converse theorem, what you know? That is, I will write here only. That is converse Thales theorem or converse of Thales theorem. Converse of Thales theorem. Converse of Thales theorem or converse of basic proportionality theorem. See the difference here. See, a line parallel to any one side of a triangle. No. Now I am writing. Here parallel line I am not taking. A line divides. A line divides any two sides of a triangle a line divides any two sides of a triangle in same ratio, comma, that line parallel to third side. This is called converse of basic proportionality theorem. See here, a line divides any two sides of a triangle in same ratio. That line parallel to third side. In the last one, we have taken a line parallel to. Before only we have taken. ಮೊದಲೇ ಆ ಲೈನನ್ನು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಈಗೇನಾಗಿದೆ, a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio. This line is there now. XY divides AB and AC in same ratio in triangle ABC. XY divides AB and AC. XY divides AB and AC. AX by BX is equal to AY by YC. Then XY parallel to BC. See, in triangle ABC, XY divides AB and AC in same ratio. Therefore, XY is parallel to BC. In Thales theorem, first only we have taken it a parallel line divides BC. See here, I have not written XY parallel to BC using the symbol. Just I written XY divides AB and AC into same ratio. Therefore, this XY is parallel to BC. This is called as converse of basic proportionality theorem. I think you get the difference between converse and Thales theorem. Corollary of Thales theorem. Listen, statement. A straight line parallel to one side of a triangle. Sides of newly formed triangle are proportional to the given triangle. Proportional to the sides of given triangle. See here, XY parallel to BC. If we draw XY parallel to BC, then we get one more triangle, AXY. It is called newly formed triangle. What is given triangle? What is there now? Data, that is called as given triangle. ABC is a given triangle. AXY is newly formed triangle. Okay. Therefore, here also the important thing is XY parallel to BC. Sides of newly formed triangle. AX is one side, AY is another side, BX is another side. AX, AY, XY are the sides of the newly formed triangle are proportional to the sides of given triangle. Which are the given triangle? Which is given triangle? ABC. Sides of this one is AB. Corresponding, specially corresponding, right? Proportional to the corresponding. That is important here. Corresponding sides. Sides of newly formed triangle are proportional to the corresponding sides of given triangle. AB is correspond to AX, AY corresponds to AC, XY corresponds to BC. You know the meaning of corresponding. If we keep on that, is coincide each other. Therefore, sides of newly formed triangle are proportional to the corresponding sides of given triangle. That is AX by AB, AY by AC, XY by BC. This is very important. You can write AB by. Instead of sides of newly formed triangle, we can write given triangle also. Sides of given triangle are proportional to the corresponding sides of newly formed triangle. AB by AX, AC by AY, or BC by XY. Anyone you can write it. Here these three what I written, important is corollary of Thales theorem and Thales theorem. it is like a formula. I mean, you learn, I mean, it's not a formula, but you have keep it in the mind, it's a formula. Okay. AX by AB, AC, AX by AB, AC by AY, BC by XY. You have to corresponding. Otherwise, AX by AB, AY by AC, XY by BC. If you write AX by AB or AC by AY, it is wrong. Therefore, first we are taking newly formed triangle sides, then we are taking corresponding sides of given triangle. Understood? Sometime in the next problem we can take it this one also, that is AB by BX, AC by YC, XY by BC. That is also old school. I mean, we are proving that one. That is last year chapter. That's why I am saying we can take it that also. That is here AB by BX, AB by down part is equal to AC by down part by C. Okay, this is sometime we are taking, it is also not wrong. Okay, when we need. So in the next classes, for example, you know the, I mean in the problem they are given this is equal to 4 centimeter, this full value is equal to 8 centimeter, then this is equal to 2 centimeter, then we have to find the value of AC. Okay, this is question mark. Then we can take, you have to decide it, can I take Thales theorem or can I take basic corollary of Thales theorem. Here in this problem the given value is AX, anyway XY is parallel to BC, AX we know that, AY we know that, we have to find AC, therefore we can take, actually we have to take corollary. Then what we are doing, AX by AB, AY by AC we can take, then we will substitute the values, we will get the answer. See here, I'll show that problem. We will solve next in the next classes, but I'll tell. Here see, you are thinking here 3 ratios are there. We can leave it any one, only we can take pairing of that one, I mean any two, that is AX by AB, that is see here. What is given, AX value is given now 4 divided by AB is given, that is equal to 8, that is equal to AY, it is also given 2, then we don't know AC, write as it is. Okay, then do cross multiplication, that is okay, then do cross multiplication, AC into 4 is equal to 2 into 8. We have to find the value of AC now. AC is equal to 2 into 8 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4 twos are, therefore 2 twos are 4. Therefore AC value is equal to 4 centimeter. Like this we are using, I mean we are taking application of the corollary of Thales theorem or BPT or Thales theorem. Okay, this we are solving the problems in next exercise is there. Before that, I mean you know the meaning of similar triangle. See exercise number, I mean I given the exercise in the in the last board. See that board. In that triangle chapter start from page number 25 of the textbook. In that you write down what is the meaning of similar triangles. It is there, meaning of similar triangles. Then after that no need of example. Then exercise number 2.1. In that 3 mains are there. Fill in the blanks using the correct word given in brackets. All circles are, option is given, that is congruent similar. Anyway they are 90, I mean in the center 360 is there, therefore it is similar. All squares are similar, not congruent. All dash triangles are similar, that is equilateral triangles. And the fourth one is there, that answer is equal to, first read that one, and that is equal to equal, then second fill in the blanks is proportional, option is there, then no need of for writing second one. Then third one, state whether the following quadrilaterals are similar or not. Okay, here in your textbook, here one is trapezium like, or it is a parallelogram. Okay, it's a parallelogram and it is a square. You are thinking, I mean see your sides are proportion, I mean corresponding sides we can take it 3 centimeter 1.5, that is 2 by 1, 2 by 1 we'll get it. But see here, in parallelogram, all angles are not equal. Only opposite angles are equal. But in square, all angles are equal. We know the meaning of similar. Okay. That is, in two figures, angles of one triangle are equal to the angles of another triangle, and sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of another triangle. Here in two figures, here sides will get it proportional, but angles are different. Here all angles are 90 degree in this second figure. Here opposite angles are equal. Therefore, these two are not similar. Okay, you are thinking it's a similar. Sides may be proportion, but angles are not equal. Condition of the similar is, first condition is, in two figures, angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding angles of the another triangle. Second one is, sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of another triangle. If these two conditions are okay, then they are similar. Therefore, third main is there, no? Those two figures are not similar. Okay. In the next class, we'll prove Thales theorem and we'll solve the problems on Thales theorem. Thank you. Write the notes of this one. Whatever I given the board I written. What is that? All the things you write down in the notes, and second chapter I'll continue. Thank you.